Golden Boy in Costa Rica, David, my favorite subject, Oscar de la Hoya. He put on a big show. He continues to push women's boxing and he supports LGBT. What a guy, huh? Anyway, Yokasta
He's
Valle.
been supporting them for a long time, Mark.
Yokasta Valle. Yokasta Valle was in an exciting fight, even though the scores were lopsided. Avispa Ortiz was able to make it rough and tough. They were just like your favorite hip hop song right now. We had Banda on the show earlier. He was in Valle's corner, which was surprising to me. He also had a few fighters on the card, so I asked him what he was doing in that corner and how that relationship all went about. He explained it to us and he gave us a little coverage on his fighters that night. We'll go ahead and play that for you guys right now.
Bueno, primeramente agradecido con Dios, nos fue muy bien, los tres muchachos que estuvieron, lograron obtener la victoria. Uno de ellos fue el que abrió el programa de The Zone. Con Yokasta, pues tengo ya la fortuna un poquito más de un año de conocerla. La conocí en una convención de la IBF en Long Beach hace algunos años, pero su entrenadora de ella, Gloria Alvarado, una gran amiga mía de muchísimos años, estoy hablando casi 16 años de amistad. Estuve en el mismo programa que ellos. Conozco a Yokasta, tenemos un poquito más de un año trabajando con Yokasta en copromoción. Wow. Yo haciendo con ella eventos en Costa Rica, llevando muchachos nuevos que van subiendo para poderlos hacer develop y pues en esta ocasión nos tocó que ella también estuvo peleando y tuve un poquito de tiempo y me pidieron ayuda como cutman y ahí estuvimos ahí presente con ella.
David, after listening to that clip and how wonderful of a night that was, how do you describe that night? What was your take on Yokasta Valle's fight with Avispa Ortiz, both big legends out in Costa Rica?
Yeah, that was a great atmosphere in Costa Rica, Mark. The crowd was full of energy. They were cheering. They were going really hard for their lady, man. And did you know what, dude? They weren't even selling alcohol. They don't sell alcohol in their sporting events.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, all that loud energy that was coming from the crowd that night, that was pure sober enjoyment, bro. Like, would it suck to, I don't know. I need a beer when I'm at a sports event, but I don't know if I would have that kind of energy. But the Costa Rica really loves Yokasta Valle, man. And got to give a little shout out to Ortiz. She did fight dirty. I would agree that she was kind of dirty in there, but some people call that veteran savviness. And she definitely showed some savviness in there, holding and hitting. It was a funny moment. I think it was towards the end of the fight where Ortiz had Yoka in a headlock, but complained to the referee about Yoka putting her head down. She's like, "Look at what she's making me do," right? Like that was funny. But she definitely made Yoka work for that victory. What was interesting to me also was at 37 years old, she never let Yoka get comfortable in there. She even looked stronger than Yoka at some points where she's pushing her around. I thought that was kind of strange. I would have liked to seen Yoka not smother her work that night. I think she fell into a lot of clinches, especially early in the fight, made it fight harder for her than it was. Because right around the 5th or 6th round, Yoka started to find her distance and her range. And when she was on the outside and she began throwing combinations at Ortiz, her hand speed was making the difference. And that's when she was landing a lot. And I started to see the fight turn more around the 5th or 6th round. Yoka was finding her groove. So definitely would like her not to smother her own work and fall into clinches like that. Also, the next fight, man, it's got to be Siniestra Estrada, bro. That's going to be the next thing. Yoka wants it to be in Costa Rica in a soccer stadium. She thinks they can pull 50,000 people. And like your boy said, she's like the Pacquiao of Costa Rica. They can probably do that. That would be a hell of a sight to see. I just don't know if Siniestra would go for that. Pretty sure they'd have to bring out a lot of money for her to go to Yoka's hometown and have a unification fight there.
You know what? I believe that she can fill out the 50,000, the sellout crowd. is for sure it's getting her there, like you said, getting Ceniza there. We don't know if she'll go over there or not, but if they put a purse together like they did in Ireland for those other women, I mean, I think they broke a record. I think they got over $1 million each. If they do something like that, plus the big event, I think Ceniza may be enticed to go over there. But yeah, it was a rough and tough event. We spoke to Yokasta over in Houston a few months ago, and
But
she mentioned to us that she really wanted this fight.
She really wanted. She's been waiting for a very long time. Yes.
Yeah, there's been a lot of bad blood. I just saw the reports. I remember her saying that on our show that she's been wanting this fight. After seeing some reports on it, yeah, there was some bad blood.
There was a reason she wanted this fight.
Yeah, there was a reason, and it showed. Please like, subscribe, and comment. That's the easiest 1, 2, 3 combo. Keep supporting us. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you next time.
Putazos y pendejadas.